Okay, hello. Sorry it took me a little while to get to you. It's been a crazy week. As far as your are concerned, let me open up your styles here. I was looking at these and it looks like you just have some spacing issues. You're trying to set your spacing so it's aligning. And what I see is when I open up your days of the week, there's several paragraph styles shown here. So I'm going to go off. Actually, it should be the calendar days. Let me see what you got going on. Oh, it just switched it. So when I select your type, it's actually showing days of the week. I don't know if that's what that maybe that's mismarked, because I think the days of the week would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and not the actual days. So that was a little confusing. But anyway, I'm going to select this because this is what you have it assigned to. So I'm going to double click. And I see that you have space after is 0.875. Everything else looks good. You do have your tab set, but it's not really moving anything because, because it's not really, you don't have tabs in there. Like you actually have to set your tabs and then tab your actual numbers in. Okay. So for instance, if I select this, double click on here, I'm going to show you, go to tabs. If I move these numbers should move with this if the tabs were correctly set, but they're not moving. So I'm going to cancel that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, actually, let me go back. I'm going to clear the tabs out. So I'm going to go and clear these out. Just delete them. Okay. And then what I want to show you is, for instance, right after your 7, you have a space, an actual return it's a hard return. So put your cursor in front of the number 8 and hit delete, and then hit delete again, and hit delete, 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 until it gets all the way up to where it's actually right next to the 7. Okay. And then you could put I'm going to put a tab in. Actually, no, I'm going to hit return. That's where your true space after is. Okay. So let's do this again. Delete, delete, delete in front of 15. And then I'm going to hit return. Although we're going to need this to be January. Just make sure your days are right. I'm not sure. I have to look at my January calendar here. Give me 1 second. The first starts on a Sunday, so this is actually right. On the 2023 calendar, 7/15. Oh, 15 is on a Sunday. Okay, so we have too many right here is the problem. So we just want to hit tab there. We want to do a return there, and then a tab. And then you just want to keep repeating that, deleting those spaces out, because I think that's what's happening is you just had too many spaces put in there when you only need one because you already did a space after preset. That makes sense. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now select all, go back up to your days of the week. And you can see here the tabs are set in here, but again, it's not really, I think probably the only thing it will do, move. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so cancel that. What we're going to do is we're going to set tabs in between here. So go ahead and delete these spaces in between the first line. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it right in front of the 1, and we're going to hit tab. And then we're going to do the same in between 1 and 2, tab. Oh, it's not doing it. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. I got a space here I don't really want here. Hold on 1 second. Space in between 5 and 6. So I'm just hitting tab on my keyboard. Why it's not following the tabs is because you didn't have a tab in between. So tab instead of whatever you had in there. So tab, delete that tab, 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 tab. I'm just deleting the space out with my delete key and then hitting tab. Delete space, tab. Delete space, tab. And you'll be able to see how this works once I get all these tabs set. Tabs are a little tricky. They're a little frustrating, especially when you have a lot to tab. So don't get frustrated. So now if I select all, now that I have my tab set in there and I double click on the paragraph style and I go to tabs, now when I move these, it should follow. Oh, look, it's not doing it. I'm not following my tabs. Okay. That's really weird. Okay, let me see. All right. Of course, it's going to prove me wrong, right? Sorry about that. I had to delete. I had to mute my mic because my dog's barking at another dog outside. This should work, and I'm not quite sure what's happening here. But this isn't working. That's really weird. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do, let me pull this out. What's happening in your file here? Do you have your layers locked? I'm a little confused here. Hold on. Something locked here. Edit. I'm not quite sure what's going on with this and how you place this in here because it's not showing as in your layers. It's very strange. Let me do something real quick here. Yeah, it's not sure why it's not accepting the tabs, which is really weird. All right, let's start over again. I'm going to copy just the one. You hit delete. I'm going to take a type box. Go ahead and draw that out. Ooh, that's strange. What the heck's happening here? Never had that happen before. Okay. Let's delete that out. That's very weird. Is there full moon or something coming? Okay. Here's one. I'm going to type all the numbers in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay. Type it all out, no spaces. Okay. Have it on I'm going to put this actually on a new layer style or paragraph style. And I'm going to name this days of the week. Oh, you have it based on days of the week. Maybe that's why. Let me just do no paragraph style. I'm going to put new. Starting all over might actually help you. And then go ahead and double click on your paragraph styles and go ahead and click on your tabs. That's good. Now click right in front of the one, hit tab. Hit tab in between 1 and 2. This is very strange. Okay, we just have to reset your tab distance probably. Okay, let's see. We have 2 tabs in there. That's why I went more. So just if that happens, just go ahead and get rid of that extra tab. Tab here. And then if it's not aligning, go ahead and just align your tabs back to where, let's see, it's actually aligning. And I have, what's the, oh, that's right. Okay, that's 4. That's 5. And then 6. And then we should have 7 over here. And we could make our body copy box a little bit larger so that it makes more sense there. Okay. We went 7. So you're basically just start over and then set this here. It's all about the spacing that you have. Okay. Now I would say at this point, go ahead and put those tabs in. Of course, this is acting up again. You have to go back and delete the tabs. Okay. So I'm just kind of deleting the tabs and then putting a tab after each. Tab, 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 tab. Okay, oh, I'm not putting tabs. Oops, what the heck's going on with me? I'm actually hitting the caps lock button instead of tab there. What is happening? Going insane. Okay. And then I'm just kind of fixing the double spaces here that we have. It's tab, it's a tab, it's a tab. That's one tab, tab. So I'm just going in and putting my cursor in between each of the numbers that need to be tabbed and hitting the tab bar. And then adjusting it based on how many tabs I've hit. It's a little frustrating, but you'll get there. Tabs can be a little, like I said, a little frustrating when you have a lot going on here. Once you get it to where it is now you can set your spacing. So go ahead and select all of it. Go back to your indents and spacing. And now you should be able to hit preview and see. Why isn't this going now? Oh, because we didn't have a space after. Okay. Let's do this again. Let me set this back to 0. 0. Now, the reason why it wasn't doing anything is because I didn't have a return after each of these. So now I have to put a return in front of each of these lines. So I'm just putting my cursor in front of each of these numbers in the beginning and hitting return and then tab, return, tab. Then we select all again and go back to your indents and spacing. And then you can do your spacing after. So then you can kind of control that a little bit better and click OK. All right, I know it was a little bit confusing. Let me know if you have any questions. Oh, it looks like I have a bad bump here. It looks like 13 needs to come back up. See, look at that. I gotta fix this. So you might have some weird things going on, but it's pretty easy to fix if you're just kind of playing around with the spacing. It's just, oops. There we go. And we want this to be tab and we want this to be up. There we go. Perfect. And then again, you can kind of mess around with the spacing after to get this a little lower here. I don't know why that's not going. It's acting kind of funny. I have two spaces in there. Here we go. Indents and spacing. Take it up a little bit. Yeah, there must be like an extra space, 28 that needs to be done here. There's an extra space here. There we go. Perfect. Now that worked. All right. Let me know if you need any extra help, and I hope this helps.